A Mandalay Bay housekeeper found a guest with a haul of semi-automatic weapons, including one which was pointed out of the window towards the Strip 3 years before the October 2017 massacre which killed 59 people. The prior incident occurred on November 29, 2014. Kai Aaron Dunbar, a convicted felon with a long history of drug and gun offenses, was caught with 2 semi-automatic rifles, 2 pistols, a bolt-action rifle and a revolver in his room on the 24th floor. One of them was positioned at the window and was pointed out of his hotel room window at the Mandalay Bay and towards the Las Vegas Strip, according to documents from his 2014 sentencing. In the months beforehand, he posted frequently on Facebook about his dislike of President Obama and said he did not believe ISIS beheadings were real. When he was caught within his Mandalay Bay hotel with the guns, he told police he wanted to carry out target practice in the desert. He was charged with firearms offenses and pleaded guilty, agreeing to a 40-month prison sentence. The 2014 incident was revealed on Friday as part of a lawsuit filed by survivors of the 2017 massacre against the hotel. They say that it serves as proof that the hotel knew a mass shooting could happen from one of its rooms and that they were negligent in not implementing more security measures after the 2014 incident to stop other guests from bringing guns into their rooms. They say that it should have been more prepared for Stephen Paddock, the gunman who brought dozens of weapons into his room on the 32nd floor to carry out mass murder on October 1, 2017. Share this article. Share to argue their case. They submitted the documents from Dunbar's 2014 case. DailyMail.com obtained a copy on Friday afternoon. The documents reveal that in his room, Dunbar had a Spikes Tactical Model SL-15, 223 caliber semi-auto rifle, a Smith & Wesson revolver, another semi-automatic, 2 semi-automatic pistols and a bolt-action rifle. He had driven to Las Vegas from California and was not alone when he was found. After being caught, his excuse for the stash of weapons was that he wanted to carry out target practice. But in a document which was part of the sentencing phase, prosecutors said he should be considered dangerous and they alluded to a more sinister reason for why he may have so many weapons. The offense conduct strongly suggests that the defendant was not merely in possession of these weapons to engage in target shooting. The defendant had apparently positioned a scoped rifle so that it was pointed out of his hotel room window at the Mandalay Bay and towards the Las Vegas Strip. One of the items recovered in the room was a homemade suppressor, commonly referred to as a silencer. It should also be noted that the defendant built one of the firearms himself, despite obviously being on notice that he could not possess firearms since he was a convicted felon. He transported them across state lines, it reads. Dunbar was never charged with attempted murder or conspiracy to commit murder. He remains in custody and last year was jailed for an additional 10 months for his role in a defrauding scheme in California in the months before the Mandalay Bay incident. In that case, he and his wife Lindsay Dunbar defrauded the trucking company she worked for out of $268,000 between March 2014 and October 2014, a month before his arrest at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. A spokesman for Mandalay Bay declined to comment when contacted by dailymail.com on Friday. The hotel is fighting the lawsuit, claiming it could never have foreseen what Paddock was planning. Robert Eglett, the lawyer representing hundreds of victims from the shooting, told Daily Mail. That Dunbar's arrest proves that the hotel had an opportunity to put stricter security measures in place but didn't. He went unnoticed, smuggling guns into his room to set up a sniper's nest, he said. Eglett said he was skeptical about Dunbar's claim that he was there to perform target practice. Why do 40 months in prison for target practice, he said. He added that the case had come to his attention in the last several weeks and that he planned to continue to look into it. In an astonishing coincidence, one of Dunbar's relatives survived the October 2017 massacre. Candy Dunbar and her husband Jason were at the festival when Paddock opened fire. In a Facebook post afterwards, she described running away from the gunfire and said she had survivor's guilt for those who died. Hundreds of lawsuits have been filed against the hotel since the 2017 massacre in which 59 people were killed. Paddock killed himself before police could get to him inside his room on the 32nd floor. Once inside, they found his enormous stash of weapons scattered all over his suite. There is still no clear motive for the killing. Paddock was an avid gambler and had racked up debt in the months before he died.